Hello, hello. So Robin and I are here to talk about our Wellness Wednesday, and today we're going to talk about how to reduce stress. Tips you can do to help to reduce stress during this crazy time. And we actually have some real examples we can give you how we're dealing with. But one thing I do, and I know Robin does this too, is like we try to stay on our fitness and our nutrition schedules as much as we can. I had an upheaval on Monday where I wasn't able to, I don't want to go into the details, but I wasn't able to get my workout in. And I was like so mad I missed it, but I made sure I like to strength train Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but I got it in this morning. So I was committed to get it done.
Good.
So another thing, so when I go to a holiday event, one thing about eating, because is like I always go like full-ish, so I'm not super hungry, because I think that's key. This morning I went to a little gathering where people brought cookies and treats and stuff, and I brought bird pecans, and somebody brought some fruit little kebabs, and I ate those first, and then I got a few cookies and just took a bite out of each one because I wasn't really hungry. So got my cookies in. But the other thing is I found that deep breathing helps me if I'm in a situation, and you can do this anywhere. That's the beauty of it. Just take some long, deep breaths that it instantly will help you like reduce stress, calm you down. I've been out doing errands today, doing in long lines. And I just found like, I just got to take a cleansing breath. You just take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. That helps. Just anywhere where you can take a moment to yourself, even in the car, sitting in the car, you can take a moment and just kind of reset yourself. I think that's huge. I know there's a lot of other things we can do. I'm going to turn it over to you.
No, I just talked about this in my Get Fit with Robin page. So I'm talking about meditation for the week because it is that time of year, and mindfulness meditation is very helpful. So like Kim said, breathe, and then maybe like feel your heart beating in your chest and try to take a deep breath and slow it down. Think about the blood rushing through your body. Think about your breath coming in your nose, going out your nose. And if you think about those kinds of things, mindfulness meditation, it works. It really does. It calms you.
Yep.
Calms you down. You just have to remember to do it.
Yeah. And I was talking to a client who's just going through a lot this season. Her husband's going through cancer treatment with chemo, and she was telling me all the things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, her plate is overfull. And I recommended to her, I said, try to stay on, try to put yourself, don't let yourself last every day or as much as you can, because, if you're a caregiver, you need to be strong and healthy. And I suggested her the breathing techniques as well. I said, just take a moment when you can. Take a deep breath. It really, it has been shown it does reduce your stress. It helps, get your heartbeat down. It helps reduce your cortisol levels. So that's one thing you can do. It's free, it's easy, cheap. So it's a good thing to take advantage of. Especially if you've done yoga, do your yoga breathing.
Yep.
Think about that. Yeah.
For sure.
What else would you say, Robin?
So just for me to follow up on that, it was like, take time, stay consistent. And I tell my people in my classes this every year at this time of year, show up for your classes, and even put yourself first. Just like you told the lady, take time for you, put yourself first, set boundaries, ask for help. And people love to help. Like you said that about that lady, I would love to be closer to her right now so I could help her. You know what I mean? Run an errand for her or take her meal or something. And if you know of someone like that, do that for them. Even though you're really busy too, make sure that you're, set your own boundaries. The other thing that I would add, and I feel like it's one of the biggest things for me, is lose perfection. Because listen, that was me for years. Everything had to be perfect. It all had to be done a certain way at a certain time, be done and be perfect. Let it go, people, because you know what? No one cares but you. And it took me a lot of years to figure that out. And if you let go of that perfection, it's amazing how calm you feel. Because I know with me, like, if something gets up, it gets up. If it looks right, it does. If I don't have something, okay, whatever, I don't do it. And it doesn't matter because I'm the only one that really cares.
Right.
So
That's
that's
a
a
good
big
one.
one is the perfection.
Yeah,
So
that's a big one. Yeah, because
yeah,
you want, and I always think, oh, you want to have the perfect Christmas, you want to have the perfect whatever, perfect Hanukkah, or you want to have whatever you celebrate, you want to have
yep.
perfect moment, create those perfect moments. But you know what? I find just being with your family, being with your loved ones, or anybody you love that you can be with, I feel like that's what it all comes down to anyway.
That's for sure.
What's important. And it's, you
Yep.
know, things are gonna disappear and burn up in the end. It's just
Yep.
it's
Exactly.
worth it, not worth it. But
Just breathe and take a walk. Take a walk.
yeah, and there's so many things. You get outside, get sun on your eyes early in the morning,
Yep.
get your that'll help with your energy. You know, just watch out for the energy vampires, you know, like the burning the candle on both ends,
Mhm.
sugary foods, you know, try not to live on those because
And not getting enough sleep too.
I can even
And that's
sleep.
when, like last night, I had a hard time falling asleep. I'm not sure if I don't feel like I was stressed, but
Mhm.
that'll mess with you too, is not
Yep.
getting sleep either.
Well, yeah, and thinking that you know, you're thinking of your to-do list, thinking of
Yeah.
all the things.
And that could have been it. It
Yeah,
could have been. Yeah.
yeah, because I think this is the season, the time of year for thinking of all the things you got to do, you know. So, yeah, but I feel like, you know, this is a good reminder. I hope this is a good reminder for everybody. Like, just, you know, being able to breathe, regulate your breathing, that will go a long, long way. If you've
Yeah.
never tried it, just sit and take a long, deep inhale. Try to get that. You want to get the air below your belly. Put your hand on your belly, below your navel. Make sure you're pushing that air out, and then exhale, long exhale. You can even do box breathing, which we've talked about before, where you inhale 4 counts, hold 4 counts, exhale 4 counts, and hold that 4 counts. So just think of a box doing that.
Yep.
4 counts each. Yeah, but I think that's one of the biggest ones you can do, that's you can do anytime,
Yeah. Exactly.
anywhere.
In the car.
Yeah, nobody
Do you
knows
want
you're
me to
deep
tell you?
breathing. Just do it yourself, standing in line.
Do you want me to tell you a funny thing? Because you talked about traffic
Sure.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just told my bike class this the other day, because that is the one thing that I do struggle with, is like the way people drive. But listen, they could have a lot going on just like everybody else, and you
Yeah.
don't know what's,
Yeah.
what the problem is, why they're not driving the way you think they should. But
Yeah,
anyway, I'm
driving
listening
right.
to my Christmas music, and half the time I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And so I've decided I'm going to start, like, if someone is doing whatever they're doing that is not going right with my flow of drive, I said I'm going to start singing opera. I'm singing my Christmas music, but I'm going to go wah, because
I
then
love
it
it.
makes you laugh. And
Yeah,
it makes you release everything. And you're like, oh my God, why am I so upset about this? This is so silly.
that's
Like, I'm
great.
still going to get to where I'm going about the same time I was going to get there anyway.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
yeah,
So
that's
anyway, make
awesome.
yourself laugh,
I
and
like
release
it.
the stress that way too.
Sure. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you watching have a stress less
Yes.
holiday.
Yeah.
They have what, 2 more weeks left?
Yep. And if you
Plus,
need some tips on meditation too, guys, in my Get Fit with Robin group, every day this week, I'm giving tips on different types of meditation. So go back, ask to be a member of that group. And I've got all kind of different tips in there, and it helps because I know a lot of people are like, I don't know how to meditate. Well, I'm teaching you how. So it's very easy. And Kim
great.
just said how to anyway. You can
Yeah,
meditate on your breath. So,
right. Absolutely. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
yep.
I think that's great. And we'll see you next week. And we hope that if you're watching this, that you have fun and you live young, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.